Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Reflex, and I have an idea, for today's video that I wanted to make. Um, and this is a very opinion-based video, but it's also true. So if you don't like opinions, once again, click off the video. But basically, today I'm going to be talking about why all sports games are redundant. Yes, all of them. No sports game here, at least made by EA, is safe. They're all redundant, and here's why. Every sports game that releases every year is just the same exact mechanics and the same exact game over again, except for the next year's roster of characters. So why the fuck would you pay an extra $60 yearly for a new roster of cosmetics? Why? Why? I don't get it. So, um, yeah, it's just dumb. Why would you pay an extra $60 a year for literally cosmetics when you can just play the previous game and get the exact same experience just with a slightly outdated roster? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Now that you think about it. So, here's how I would make all these sports games better. So, there's nothing inherently wrong with any of them, by the way. They're not all completely broken and a mess and retarded. That's not the inherent problem here. It's the fact that they're the same rehashed idea over and over again, just with a slightly updated roster, making the last one basically useless to everybody because it has an outdated roster of characters that you can play as. So, here's how you fix it. EA needs to make like a game cross-platform. Like everybody can play it. Xbox, PC, PlayStation. Uh, just it's called EA Sports or something like that, and have it split up into all their sports categories like FIFA, Madden, and all their sports titles. I think I just went over all of them actually, but there might be a few others that I'm missing out on. Um, but basically, they need to put that all into one big game, and then just constantly update it and make it free. Like, make it free to play and just constantly update it, and then we can talk about putting cosmetics in the game to update your roster, uh, and that kind of stuff, and make it like kind of like a battle pass for Fortnite, if you will. Just with each just like a monthly, or maybe not monthly, but maybe like a yearly battle pass. It's like maybe $30 max, and you can slowly throughout the year unlock all the characters for free. I think that's a good idea and a better business model that they have going on right now. And sure, it's EA, so they won't ever do this because EA needs money. Same with Activision. Call of Duty isn't safe on this topic either. I could make the same video about COD. I could, but Black Ops 4 is innovating a lot, so I can't really make it anymore. I could have made it if they just followed the same formula like World War II did. I could have made it with World War II. But they're not following the same formula with Black Ops 4. Um, so yeah, this was a very quick video basically explaining what's wrong with sports games and how to fix it. So EA will never see this video, and I know that. I've accepted that. But at least fans who are looking forward to the next game can open their eyes and and see that they don't necessarily need to buy the next game. There's no point in buying. It's just an updated roster, and that's it. So if you really wanted to, you could literally just go and play, for instance, Madden 17. You get the same experience as Madden 19, just with a slightly outdated roster. There's no point in buying these new sports games because that's all it is. You can make the same argument with Battlefield. You can make the same argument with a bunch of games, but um, I feel like all the EA Sports games are the worst offender of this, which is why I made a video off of EA Sports games, because I feel like none of them. I've noticed this over time, but I feel like none of them really, can really justify a $60 price tag. Maybe a $20. Add that at the most, but I feel like none of them can really justify a $60 price tag or higher Madden 19, the fully deluxe edition, is $80, and the NHL 19 special edition thingy is $100. And you're not paying for anything crazy. You're literally paying for an updated roster. They update the graphics slightly, but there's no inherent change that makes it worth no insane new mechanic or no insane new graphics buff and that kind of stuff. The only game that I can see this year that has actually improved upon the last in a significant way is FIFA. The graphics look 100 times better than they did last year. Not that I'm interested in FIFA because I don't like soccer, but uh, I'm just saying FIFA is the only game this year, in my opinion, from what I've seen off of gameplay, that has improved at all. Every other game is just the same game every year with just an updated roster, and that's what they're gonna follow for the next 20 to 30 years. They're not gonna change that in the slightest. Um, Maybe once they stop getting money off of them, then they'll do something about it. But I feel like if I made this argument, then the entire industry would have to go off of this because it's literally the same game over and over and over and over and over again. There's no real inherent change for a lot of franchises these days, which is sad that we've come to this era in gaming where you can't really find a unique game anymore. Um, so I could make this video on the whole video game industry, but I felt like making it just off of sports franchises. And I probably won't make a video on any other franchise just because I don't want to have a repeat video that's basically talking about the same thing. You could talk about this with Battlefield. You could talk about this with most Call of Duties. You could talk about this with literally almost any game franchise out there. They're all just the same rehashed thing with maybe a new story and maybe a new roster of characters, and that's it. So, yeah, but what can you do about it? You can't do anything about it because people will buy it, and people will love it and not realize the problems, and then, yeah, a year later they'll be like, hey, NHL 19 was the same thing as last year. Huh. I wonder why I paid for it. Huh. Like, yeah, but anyway, guys, this has been a quick video, but I will see you guys later tonight. Probably an Earthfall stream or something like that, because I don't really want to play Black Ops 3 tonight, after how last night's stream ended. You all know how that ended, but yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.